What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Analog Bebop. My name is Kyle, and it's been 3 months since my last video. Life has been pretty crazy since then. For one, I started a new job. I also got engaged, which is a pretty big deal. Super excited about that. In the wedding planning process currently, and that's very exciting. I also discovered this new game called Skyrim. I'm actually about 12 years late on the hype, but you know, I'm having a lot of fun. I also picked up a Fuji X-H2S, which is what I'm filming on now. I'm really liking it so far and all the video capabilities that it has. I recently went on a buying binge of a bunch of vintage lenses on eBay and started modding them for video, so I'm actually currently filming on the Zeiss Jena 35mm 2.4. I know with this channel I've sort of focused on shooting film photography and showcasing sort of like a portfolio in a sense. I've just been doing a lot of thinking on what more can I do to expand on content. If you guys are interested, I'd be open to starting to share more about the video production side of the things that I do. But on this video itself, the main thing I wanted to sort of discuss, I'm pretty excited about it because I've been sitting on these photos for a very long time, but I went on a solo trip to San Francisco for a weekend. I sort of wanted a creative excursion escape type thing where I can just go by myself somewhere for a weekend and just focus fully on shooting a bunch of film and just getting into a creative space where I can reset and gain inspiration. I also had just watched the movie The Last Black Man in San Francisco, which I was very inspired by the cinematography, and also the music in that film is incredible. I still listen to it all the time while I'm working. I would definitely recommend that movie to anyone who's interested. So one day I sort of just spontaneously booked an Airbnb and made plans for a weekend. I pretty much just packed up my Mamiya 7 II and drove to San Francisco. It's only about an hour and a half drive from where I'm at. I'm in the Sacramento area, if you didn't know. But as soon as I got there, I checked into my Airbnb. It's sort of an attic that was above someone's house. Bro. Firefly the complete series. It was extremely hot in there because there was no AC. There was also a lot of cool windows and a great view of the city. I took a few photos in there and I really like how these turned out, especially just this simple kitchen photo. I think it looks really cool. But after that, I went on a walk around the neighborhood that I was in. I was staying in the Mission District, which is an area that I've never really been to in San Francisco before. And I stumbled upon some pretty cool spots, like this one park right here. And there was a community garden that was attached to it, which is pretty cool to see. I actually ended up at the house that The Last Black Man in San Francisco film was shot at. This was one of my favorite photos on the trip. It was a just corner burger joint. I don't know, it just reminds me of a summer night. Once I got back to the Airbnb, I shot some long exposures off the balcony. The next day, I sort of just explored the city and went to a few shops and stuff. grabbing dinner at a pizza place on Union Street and ate at this park right next door. And after that, I loaded up my Mamiya 7 II with some Kodak Gold 200 and walked up Union Street to sort of just explore the area. I kind of stumbled upon like a pretty high-end neighborhood that had a very European vibe to it, so I got a lot of cool photos here. But I think my favorite photo of the trip was this shot that I got in an alley in that neighborhood. The sun was kind of just shining behind this tree and creating like these cool beams on the brick in the alley. As I walked down the alleyway more, I actually stumbled upon a staircase that led up to Colt Tower, which is a pretty cool spot in San Francisco that I've actually never been to, but I'm really glad I checked it out, because it had a pretty crazy view of the city up there, especially this view of the Golden Gate Bridge in the distance. And I knew that this is probably like the perfect opportunity for me to take out my panoramic adapter with the Mamiya 7, and I got these shots here. These shots look like they're honestly straight out of a movie. I'm really happy with how they turned out, especially this shot of the Golden Gate Bridge in the distance. And I also really love this image right here. It has the American flag sort of in the foreground, and then Alcatraz Island is in the background. After I was done at Colt Tower, I actually drove to Bernal Heights Park. This was actually my last night, and it was a pretty amazing view to end the trip on. But the next day I packed up my stuff and checked out, and I stopped at the Underdog Film Lab in Oakland on my way home. It was a little bit pricey, but these film scans were definitely worth it in my opinion, because I feel like the way that they produced these scans were just top notch, and I love the colors that they produced with these. I had to do like minimal editing with my film scans when I got them back. And also they sent me these scans the next day after I dropped off my film rolls. So they were like extremely fast and super accommodating, and I really loved my experience with them. So if you're ever in the Bay Area and you're looking for a film lab, definitely check out the Underdog Film Lab, because they will not disappoint you. But overall, it was a very fun experience to sort of like disconnect from the craziness that life brings you sometimes, and just all of those day-to-day routines that just make you feel like you're in a time loop. It's great to take breaks from routine sometimes and spend time on yourself, and I think this was one of those trips for me, because I just wanted to disconnect and go out and shoot some film. Like, simply put, that's all I wanted to do, just go out and shoot some film, produce some photos that I love, and explore some new places in a city that holds a special place in my heart. So I definitely had a good time and would totally do this again, maybe somewhere new, I don't know. But I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. I do have a special announcement, and that is that I just launched a print store, which I'm super excited about. It's actually through a website called Darkroom, which is super easy and simple to use. If you're looking to buy my prints, you can just go on and select the photo that you want to get a print for, and select the paper that you'd like to get it printed on, the size that you'd like it printed out on, and whether or not you want a white border around your picture, which always gravitate towards the white borders, because honestly, white borders can make any bad photo into a great photo. So I definitely recommend that. But yeah, definitely check out my print store. I'll be putting up some photos from this trip specifically on there very soon. So yeah, I will talk to you guys very soon, and peace out.